Alright, let's try something new. Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me, I am back. Here for something a bit new, like I said in the intro. The show that we're talking about is called The Enemy Within. Let's get into this. So, what the story is, Agent Shepard, Eric Shepard, we see her walking down the street and getting arrested and charged for treason. And we see a montage of people talking about her, and they're referring to her as like Benedict Arnold, and the vile things they throw at this woman in this show. They treat her like she's worse than Doctor Doom, who is an evil dictator and one of the greatest and most powerful Marvel villains. So she gets arrested, and we then cut to modern time where we see a bunch of FBI agents being killed in various different ways. We then see Agent Cabrera, Morris Chestnut's character. We see him in a morning jog, but he's picked up by his co-worker saying, "We need you to come in." Apparently 14 people are dead. So he goes with him. They get to the office, and we find out that it's the guy that Erica Shepard was working with. And there's a reason why I do air quotes. Because even though they spoil it in the trailer, they don't talk about why she worked with them until the end. But Morris Chestnut's Agent Cabrera's boss, tells him that they need to bring in Erica, because she's the best one that knows him, and that these new attacks were tied to this same guy, so they need her. And so they decide, after some harsh one-on-one between the two of them, they decide, okay, we're gonna work with her. She goes to their office, and apparently she's a brilliant code breaker, so she instantly finds out about like how this guy works, and finds out how he was able to find these people because of their phones being ripped, which is different from them being cloned. And I'm not sure if ripping phones is a real thing, or if it was just invented because everyone knows about cloning phones. But they find it, and they find out that she was actually right. And they use this to find good intel, and they find a hacker who helped him. Oddly enough, played by Nico from Runaways. Like, what? She wore more like what I'm wearing. And it was weird though, because she kind of had Nico's similar personality, but she was also a hacker. So she was kind of like a mix of Nico and Alex. Awesomely weird. But so Nico gives them intel and tells them that one of the people that they thought was dead is actually alive. So they're like, okay, thank you, Erica. Your services are no longer needed. And she's like, no, you can't do this to me. And Cabrera is still obviously pissed about his fiance, because, yeah, in case I didn't mention it, one of the victims of the original attack was his fiance, so he's uber pissed. They go back and forth, and it's obvious that she cares, that she knows all of their names. She knows their family's names. She feels guilt about it. While they're off investigating leads and trying to find the dude, she escapes in an admittedly kind of brilliant way, but also kind of stupid, but not for her plan being stupid, for the people in charge of being stupid. But it was still pretty cool to see. And so she breaks out and she does the most obvious thing, which is go see her daughter at school. She just wanted to see her daughter. She didn't want to do anything else. She knew that they were going to capture her again, but she just at least wanted to see her daughter. Because she hasn't seen, talked to, or I don't know what else you could do with people, touched another person in 3 years, including her own daughter. So she just wanted to see her daughter. Which, by the way, quick side note, that was pretty cool of her and smart how she used a flyer to break into a place to steal clothing, because she knows that they'd be looking for her on camera, so she got herself a hat and an extra coat or two. They capture her, and they also use intel that she got to go find the dude responsible for the bombings. She gets put back, but she warns them that it's probably a trap. And so they go in knowing that it's a trap, not doing anything different after knowing that it's a trap, but they still go in knowing that it's a trap. One of the guys gets hurt. I believe it's the guy who played Victor on Lost in Space. He gets hurt, but lives. So, sorry I keep saying but for some reason. I don't know why. And Morse Chestnut obviously goes after him. Sorry, Agent Cabrera goes after him and captures the big bad dude and saves the girl. However, Cabrera is talking with Erica, and she tells him that she thinks that she was targeted not because she was going after the dude, but because of what she found, which is that there are now thousands of sleeper agents within the US. She says that the dude was just the beginning. I believe the big bad dude who coerced her into doing it is still out there. I don't think they were too obvious on whether or not the dude they captured is that dude or not. They looked alike. We find out that dun dun dun, the girl that was saved is one of the sleeper agents. Also, the reason why I said coerced is because now we finally find out in the episode what we knew all along, thanks to the trailer, and that's he threatened her daughter. I thought that was just going to be an obvious thing that they knew from the beginning, but apparently they didn't. But they honestly did a cool reason of explaining why they didn't. And that's because she didn't come out and say it, because she didn't want her daughter to live with the guilt of knowing that she was technically the reason why those 4 people died. And she didn't want her daughter to have that guilt, so she never said it. She's now telling Cabrera, and he's like, okay, let's work together. And that's the show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought. There's still some hang-ups here and there. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna stick to just covering the pilot. Sorry, I am not gonna be covering the show as a whole because especially March and April, things are gonna get whew. A lot of things are coming in March and April, especially April. And some of them include new shows, like one that's been on my in cards forever, and I put it there when it was announced, yet we're only now getting to it in April. So I'm ending it there, ending it here. Again, thank you guys for watching. If I didn't say that before, I'm saying it now. Next time you see me will be tomorrow, or technically later today, for Roswell. Till next time, and beyond.